Hello there, and thanks for joining me. I'm Curl Painter Master Aaron Rutten, and in this video, I want to talk about how my opinion has changed over the years regarding the best tools for digital art. So starting out on my channel, I recommended tablets like Huion's and UG and all of these Wacom knockoff brands, and I thought they were fine because my perspective at the time was of a person who hadn't used a whole lot of tablets. I hadn't used a Cintiq, and I hadn't used an Intuos Pro, and so I didn't really know what level of quality I could be experiencing, and so at the time, any drawing tablet was a good drawing tablet. But there were some issues using those particular kinds of tablets. For example, they were on the more difficult side to install as far as drivers, and if you wanted to get tech support, it wasn't quite as easy as tech support that you might get for other companies due to language barriers and location and things like that. They didn't have a whole lot of features, they weren't very sophisticated. Occasionally, maybe the drivers weren't quite up to date, or, even in some cases, if I had a tablet long enough and enough versions of Windows came out, they'd kind of give up on supporting it and go, okay, Windows 7 is the latest version that we support, but after that, you're kind of on your own. Whereas with companies like Wacom, they offer legacy drivers and they constantly update their drivers to make sure they're as compatible as possible with all computers. So there's a lot of differences there. And after I'd tried all these different Wacom tablets and tried installing them and tried getting tech support and all of these different things, I could see a huge difference in quality. And so yes, my opinion changed. I had in the past recommended some of these non-Wacom brand tablets because I thought they were fine. I've changed my opinion over time, and I hope that people can respect that, because when people ask me what are the best digital art tools, I want to give them my honest personal answer. What would I choose? If you put a Huion tablet in front of me or a Wacom tablet like an Intuos Pro, which one am I going to choose? Honestly, which one would you choose? There's all these people who want to defend these non-Wacom brand tablets and say, oh, they're just fine. But honestly, if you got to choose one or the other for free right now, what would you choose? Would you choose an Intuos Pro, or would you choose a really large non-Wacom brand tablet? You'd really have to weigh that. And I think, honestly, you and I both know what choice you would make there. So are those tablets good for maybe a beginner or somebody who's not sure if they want to get into digital art? I don't know if I would say yes, because they could be used, and I certainly used them, and I got a lot of use out of them and made a lot of art with them. But as far as a long-term investment, I think that a Wacom tablet is better because you don't want to get discouraged if you're a beginner. You don't want to end up running into these problems if you're investing in a tablet. Let's say maybe $50 is a lot of money for you. Yeah, maybe $70 for a Wacom tablet is a little bit more expensive, but if you're going to invest $50 or $70, don't you want to know that if you upgrade to Windows 11 or whatever the next version is, that tablet is still going to work? Don't you want that company to be accountable? And part of the other reason why I changed my opinion on these non-Wacom brand tablets is because I got burned by one company in particular. I'm not going to say who it was, but you could probably figure it out if you're savvy enough. But basically, they contacted me and said, hey, we'd like you to review our tablet. It's a Cintiq alternative. And I thought, cool, I'll give that a try. I'll give it my honest opinion and try it out. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And at the time, I had a Wacom Cintiq 24, so I had a good idea of what a screen tablet should be and what features it should have. So when I got the tablet and I tried it, I noticed initially, right off the bat, it had a lot of flaws to it. And I had to really honestly weigh this out and go, okay, is it worth getting paid by this company to endorse their product, which I really don't like and I don't think is better than the one that I have? Or should I give my honest opinion and just say, hey, I don't like this tablet, I'm willing to send it back to you, I'm not going to do the review, you don't have to pay me anything, which is what I did. And they said, sure, send the tablet back to us. I sent it back to them, paid $50-something out of pocket, and we had originally agreed that they would refund the shipping. I've never, even to this date, and it's been a few years later, I haven't received that refund. So I have to take that into account too. If I recommend these tablets that I don't like to people and say, oh yeah, these are fine, and then they have an issue, one of the same issues that I had with the tablets, they're not going to really consider me as a person who has integrity anymore. And so that's why I'm no longer recommending those tablets. Some people think I'm paid by Wacom to make Wacom review videos. I'm not. I make the videos because I know that it's information that you care about, and you care about my opinion. You may not agree with my opinion, but there's a lot of other people who do, and there's a lot of people who appreciate that even if my opinion was one way and it's changed, it's for a good reason. And if I explain that reason, then usually people are fine with that. So hopefully that's what this video is doing. It's hopefully clearing the air about why my opinion has changed. And in the future, if my opinion changes again and something comes along that's a non-Wacom brand tablet that I like better, that's what I'm going to endorse, because it's about knowledge first, and affiliate links and these other ways that I make money off of my videos. That's just a way to keep that sustainable so that I can continue making these videos. So hopefully you understand that. If you did, take a quick second to like this video. Let me know we're on the same page. If not, feel free to dislike it. I don't think I have to encourage anybody to do that, though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.